Check it out, guys. I made the final decision for Jersey Nick's bike on what tank he's going to use. I went ahead and mounted this tank on there. It's a tank I bought at a swap meet years and years ago just because I liked the David Mann artwork. I was just going to use it as a decoration, and it's been sitting up here on my shelf for years and years. But I mounted it, and this is what he's going to use no matter what. I don't care what he likes. Here it is. So, what do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? I can't wait for him to see it. Come in.
Yo.
What up, Jersey Nick?
What's going on, Slick?
Come on, bro. Yo, check this out. I mounted my tank on your bike, and this is how you're going to run it. What do you think of this, dude? It's badass. What do you think?
David Mann? I mean, like, that's cool and all. Everybody loves David Mann, but what am I going to do with this?
Oh, man. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's another Friday night. Time to do some wrenching. I had to make room in the fab shop. I had to shuffle some bikes around to get Jersey Nick's shovel head up in the fab shop. So this is what I got going on. Did a bunch of moves. Let me show you a couple things on Jersey Nick's bike that we did. I didn't film this last week. But we removed the King Peanut tank off of the Jersey Nick shovel head, and I had a Frisco style peanut tank just to mock it up. I put it up on there for him and to see if he actually liked it or not, and he loved it. So he already ordered a Frisco gas tank, and he's bringing it over tonight, which will have the petcock coming out here on the rear. So that way you'll be able to take full advantage of a tank like this. Get all the fuel out of it. It'll come out there. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off tonight. I got to get into taking off the stock mounts to let the Frisco style tank sit on the backbone. I want to open up his primary tonight, take a look at possible reasons it could be squeaking, plus the clutch is slipping. That's what we're going to get into tonight. He's on his way over. Oh, and do something about his taillight tonight. All right, I'll bring you back when he gets over here.
In 32, they started off.
All right, enough playing around and making jokes. Let me turn his TV off, but Jersey Nick is here.
What's up?
So what kind of goodies you got, Jersey Nick?
All right. I got my Frisco Sportster tank.
All right.
That we're going to put on there. I got a tube.
Tire. You don't got the tire yet.
No, I got the rim strap. I have spark plugs.
Okay. What else?
I got a black vented gas cap for the tank.
All right.
And I got a petcock.
Okay. All right. So what I done is I went and took that purple tank off. So this is what we got here. This is your stock mount for your stock tanks.
All right.
This has to be cut off
right.
and then grinded really smooth to just make it look like a straight backbone there. Because, hold the camera for me. Because this guy, you're going to want that to live on the backbone, not up here on this mount. So that mount's got to come off.
Right.
So what I suggested to Nick is that I can cut this mount off to save the whole mount. That way one day in the future, if Nick wanted to put a stock tanks back on it, he could have this piece re-welded back to your frame. Now, your buddy Saddle Tramp, who I watch, and he's a great dude, had suggested to Nick that he do that as well before Nick told me that. So you didn't tell me that, Saddle Tramp. I came up with that idea all on my own. He said I'm mean, huh?
You are mean.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to cut this off just so we can save it. I'm going to cut it right here as best I can. I'll have to grind off a little, but then we'll be able to weld in. You don't have top hat bungs, right?
No, I have to get them.
Oh, we're going to need top hat bungs so you can put bolts for the tank. But let me check my chopper stock and see if I have any that you can just replace. Let's see what we got here. I got a bunch of bungs and threaded weldable bungs and brackets and mounts. I thought I just seen. Okay, here we go. 2 fatties. I want this style. I should have. See if I have another one. Where the fuck is it? Here's one. Oh, okay. Here we go. So there you go. Here's 2 of them. These are from Lowbrow Customs. They're just top hat bungs. They're weld on. You drill a hole in the frame, you put these in, you weld it, and then you have a threaded bung to mount your tank. So we'll do them. And then this light. So you don't want the stock light.
Right.
What do you want to do there?
Well, I was originally going to do the whole side mount thing, but I was thinking about getting a tombstone taillight right here,
All right.
and then we could cut this off.
Yeah, you'd have to cut this fender. See this
Indention?
yeah, the indention there for this to mount. Your tombstone wouldn't mount to that. So going back to what you originally said, we could bob the fender by cutting it off here.
Right.
And then if you got a tombstone, we could mount it right there.
Sure.
Now I might have one. I took one off the flathead originally. I should have one.
All right.
Maybe you could use. Yeah, it should be because when I got my beehive, I can show you what it's going to look like. You're going to have to buy your own. They're just replicas. You can
Right.
get them from any website. Yeah. So here's a tombstone. So imagine if we cut that fender, it would sit about there.
Right about there.
Remove your hand. No, hold it at the top. Remove this hand. Okay. It would sit about there. And that
Yeah.
would look pretty good.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. All right. So get yourself one of these because I want this for my own stock. All right. Let's get some work done. All right, now that we got the primary cover off, we found out it's been converted to belt already. So that's very cool. It's good for him, less maintenance. Now, your buddy and one of my favorite channels, Saddle Tramp, suggested to Nick to check to see if it does have a belt. If it's too tight, the belt could be squeaking. Well, when I'm checking it, it doesn't look like it's too tight. You can twist it to a 45-degree angle. And from what I've seen and read, this tension is good enough right here. I don't think it's the belt. It could be the belt. I don't know. I'm not a belt professional, but it seems like the tension is correct. We still have to open this up. We got to pull this all apart. Check his clutch plates, see if they're all gummed up and sticky and dirty, or if they're really worn down. To just clean them up or replace them with new. We'll find that out once we get that apart. I mean, there's a lot of tension on them. And check the bearings of the clutch basket. I don't like
the amount of play that's in the starter. I'm not saying that's bad, but it's a whole lot of play. Anyway, all right, we got to open this up and get into it, but we'll do that at another time. Let's get busy.
Okay, it's a day later. Nick is gone. It's a rainy, shitty night here in South Jersey. I got some time to do start Nick's tank project. Since it's rainy and shitty out, I'm not going to take my my shovel head or my pan head out of here. So I just covered them up with a fire-resistant blanket there for any sparks that's going to come off of this. The sheet will be okay with the pan head, but that's what we're going to do here when we get started. In order to mount that tank and weld in the top hats, got to cut off the stock mount. Just put this piece of tape there for a guideline, a reference of when I'm cutting it off. So I'm going to be able to save him this piece. So in the future, if he ever wants to return it back to stock, he can. All right, so let's get to it. This is going to be loud and nasty, so I'm going to put you guys in time lapse, and I want to put my music on and jam out. I'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back from time lapse, everybody. That's a little ode to you there, hippie, with your boys. So I got the stock mount cut off, as you can see here. Now he can weld it back in the future if he ever wants to go back to stock. All right. I'm not going to make you suffer through all the grinding and shaping. I have to grind and shape this down better to curve with the backbone there. This is about where the hole is going to be drilled for the top hat bung, and then back here I'm going to utilize this hole. They will pop in here like that. They'll drop down in there and I weld them in. Also, I want to, this was supposed to, the person that cut off the old rear mounts, they left all this extra material here, and I don't like it. So I'm going to put the cutting blade in there and hack that off so it's clean at that weld. It'll be clean, hacked off, so it won't impede with the tank at all. All right, that's hippie now. What does this dude want? Looks good. Tank will look so much better on it. Thanks, hippie. Thanks for telling the audience that. Anyway, I might as well show you the tank up on there real quick. So let's say I went on that mark that I'm talking about, and I went on the rear mark about here. This is kind of how she would look. Stay put. And there she is. That's how she'll sit. That way his petcock will be here. Nick said he wants to paint it himself. So that's how she'll look. it's more narrow than the red tank he had, the King Peanut. So this is going to look a lot better. I'm not going to make you suffer through all that with the grinding. So let me get that done, and then I'll bring you back for the drilling process. I don't know how much I'll get done in this video because it'll get too long, but we'll see how it goes. So hang in there. All right, I was going to finish up Nick's bike today, but being it's so nice out, temperature-wise, I'm not gonna. Screw it. I'm going riding. I'm going to take the pan head out, and then I'm going to come back and take the shovel head out. Screw Nick's bike. We'll circle back to this, and probably in the next episode do some welding and get it finished up. So, in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. And make sure you go check out my partner in crime, Hippie's Chopper Corner, and Ralph at It's My Time, Let's Go, both on YouTube. Awesome channels. Guys, I want to apologize. This is the second week in a row I forgot to mention. Go over to Jersey Nick Moto and check out his channel, and you can see videos on this bike, just his version of it. They're pretty funny. Go check out Jersey Nick at Jersey Nick Moto on YouTube. I'm a loser. I keep forgetting. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'll let her wake up. that was a good day. Riding these bikes sure beats working. And of course I had to take Megan's new bike out. I gotta keep riding this thing this winter to break it in. We're still only at 150 miles on the break-in. I gotta tell you, you guys know I'm a Harley guy, but this fucking little Honda is a joy to ride. I'm telling you, the automatic transmission, she's a real joy. Yeah, don't ask me what my boyfriend rides. I get it. What's your boyfriend ride? Fuck you guys. Yo, it's in the lower 40s right now. Lower 40s. Probably like 43 degrees. And I had to tuck down below this little teeny weensy fairing just to stay warm. Crazy. That little baby fairing was keeping my face warm. All right, this is truly the end of the video. Stop making fun of me. See ya.